Chris Martin.
Oh, you're kidding me. September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell?
Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido crappy quiz. Every Friday we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in our quiz of sporting factoids, and it is no holds barred at the end of every single week. Allow me to welcome tonight's contestants.
Not bad.
Yeah, 10 minutes and 12 seconds last week till we got to the intros.
Well, clearly time is ticking, and we're not going into the intros yet. Is there anything you want to get off your chest before we get into the intros today, Tommy?
Good to go. I just want to get a win.
There's been a coup.
Just want to get a point.
Well, we'll get to the coup in a moment.
Coup.
Our first contestant tonight has been getting nostalgic this week, seeing Meath back in the business end of the championship. He went straight to the shop last week and bought a sleeveless Meath shirt and went out his back garden and kicked points pretending to be Trevor Giles. Ahead of Meath versus Mayo in a few weeks, he's going to buy himself a brand new knuckle duster and go out his back garden and pretend to batter some Mayo men like it's 1996. Give it up for the Meath hillbilly, Tommy Rooney.
I don't think there's any knuckle dusters used or needed that day.
Hey.
Good point.
Yeah.
Who won that fight?
What do you mean? Meath won the All-Ireland.
So they won the fight. I often wonder who did win the fight, but...
Is it possible that you could...
Did you not just do a document?
No, it's not out yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a secret. Anyway, could you not have lost the fight? Is it possible that you lost the fight and won the game? There's an assumption that the Manly thing, the only potential outcome is that you win the fight and win the game. But
exactly.
That's not necessarily true, is it?
No, that's my point here. Who actually came out the better? Who actually battered the opposition better in that particular brawl?
I think it's pretty clear that Meath won that fight.
Because they win the game?
No, I can actually picture the Sunday game footage Pat Spillane giving the commentary at half time. I've watched it a few times. Got a couple of...
We need to watch it back. Maybe we should judge it like boxing judges.
Do a bit of VAR. Hand out some retrospective
that's a good idea.
suspensions.
Andy.
Yeah.
Get 3 judges so they'll all score it differently and it'll be a contentious decision.
We can have a Meath man and a Mayo man.
I'd love to say it was all handbags, but there was a couple of flying...
Oh, there was not.
There was full-on windmills.
Yeah, windmills. Proper windmills. Yeah. Good stuff.
In the middle seat tonight is a man who has had the tables flipped on him today, sitting in the contestant's chair. He's not here to take part, usually, but today he is here to take part. It's like that time Ryan Giggs brought himself on as a sub against Hull City. It's like seeing Jose Mourinho running onto the pitch to tackle Ollie Murs in Soccer Aid. Give it up for Ger Gilroy.
Thanks, Owen.
What happened? You said there's a coup.
Yeah, you took over. I was like, I'm gone on holidays for a while. And you're like, oh, I'll just take your seat. I'll just keep it warm. And then
Is
come
this
back
just a
here.
phasing out?
Come back here, my fob doesn't work.
Yeah.
What happens? Like you come back and there's no locker for you. You come back pre-season training, the key doesn't work.
It's like Umar and Iyas being told to train with the under-23s and you don't have a locker anymore by Ronald
Squad
Koeman.
number, nothing.
The real coup, as JP points out, is you taking over Nathan's chair in the middle.
I know.
He's not happy outside, just casually excluded from the quiz today.
Yeah, why are you presenting?
I don't know. I really don't know. And I did a really bad job last week as well, so it's a mystery to me. It's good to be here, though, all the same. Nathan always comes equipped with funny stories at this point. Like last week, he told an incredible one about 3 men. Oh, sorry, he actually didn't go on the record with that one. About
he refused to expand on 3 men in a bed.
So himself, Kieran Donaghy, and Joe Malloy shared a room, and they got him too liquored up, so he couldn't do
Shot clock the next morning.
Shot clock on OTB AM. Nathan said, "There's no way you're going live on the TV/radio with me in the bed here beside you."
I think there was a taco chip in the bed as well.
So that was the story. Were those details left to the public's imagination last week?
Yeah, they were. It was just left on the 3 men in the bed tee up, which Nathan was supposed to knock out at the ballpark.
Oh,
and he didn't do it.
There you go.
Just on all this talk of coups and...
Did any of them make themselves available for us on the Thursday morning to come on from Lahinch and talk to us about the golf?
I don't think they did.
Oh, there was...
JD, we had John.
Did the taco chip show up?
There was somebody else. So it was like, it would have been good to have, another voice, a fresh take on the experience to add in, to layer on top. That's how good content works, Tommy. Jesus.
It's extremely professional to go on an away trip and get absolutely leathered like that. Isn't it, Tommy?
Yeah.
Don't know what that was even supposed to be in relation to. You were about to say something about coups?
Yeah, just about coups and weighting systems and the fact that I've failed to deliver on any of my last quizzes. Should we not have a system in place for the crappy quiz where you earn your spot? You earn your
relegation.
place? As in, Phil Egan is top of the pile at the minute. Nathan will be somewhere down the middle.
Are you practicing, Phil? Like, do you practice for the crappy quiz?
No.
All day, every day, honing those sharp quiz talents. He's the Leo Varadkar of the
That's
office.
right.
You're a sports news reader. It's your job.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know what you're doing.
Usually when it goes in, it stays in.
Well, that's, that'll change, don't worry.
That will change.
What do you mean he's the Leo Varadkar of the office?
He won a table quiz recently. He slashed all the political hacks with his actual knowledge of politics.
I was there that night.
Oh, were you?
His team also won a couple of raffle prizes.
Wow.
So
That's just brown nose.
Good ones.
not saying the Taoiseach is fixing his own quiz, but
Leo's on Pat Kenny today, straight after you.
well, what can I say? Usurping the Taoiseach.
Why didn't you challenge him?
Because would I be a soft enough journalist that way? One day I'll have the grit.
All the big stories. Hey,
One day I'll have the grit to challenge him on that.
countries go to hell in a
Walked out
handcart.
of the studio. Well done on the quiz.
He was like a deer in the headlights. He was like, that man saw what happened in the quiz a couple of
Get
weeks
on
ago.
with it, come on.
Let's go and let's introduce our final contestant tonight, who is the star of OTBAM's box office smash hit Deal or No Deal. He's recognised now as the world leader of transfer news, and the hype definitely isn't going to his head, except for that yellow tie he started wearing, and except for that Scottish lilt that has started appearing in his accent, and except for that grey wig he started wearing on occasion. Sources say it's Phil the Power Egan.
Woo!
If I'd known, I would have brought my phone in with me.
Bring your Scottish accent, let's hear some.
Nah, Jim White is, that's Richie's one. No.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
Do us
Yes.
Kell Brook.
What?
You do a good Kell Brook impression.
Come on, Phil.
They're screaming
I haven't done the
through the
Cal Brook
glass.
impression for a while.
Crack me
That's
up every
JP.
morning, man.
What?
Come on, it's
No, I
brilliant.
don't.
Oh, look.
You're tired in the morning to be cracking anyone up.
Kelbrook is Scouse, is he?
No, he's from Sheffield.
All right, what's he sound like?
He's a bit high pitched.
Like,
So he's a bit like if he told you he was going to knock you out, you'd be thinking, yeah, not with that voice, but then he would actually knock you out because he's really talented boxer.
Not really hearing
let's
it.
pretend so,
Not really
Kell.
seeing it.
What are you going to do to your opponents this
I
week?
can honestly say, when you put me in the spot, I will never perform.
Okay,
Well,
come
I tell
back
you
then
what,
later in the quiz.
Just pop it out of
Randomly,
there.
just-
Come on.
Maybe if we organised an
Give
off the
them
ball
answer
night
later.
out, that's all I'm saying.
Oh, the digs.
Okay, here's the trade-off. If you win today, you have to do it.
I would avoid winning.
And then your punishment if you lose is having to do the Kell Brook impression.
Look, just for everyone out there, just give us it. One of the answers later, just give us it.
Yeah,
give us,
out of nowhere,
just
yeah.
one of the answers out of nowhere.
Come on.
What kind of stuff does he
Surprise us.
You have to practice impressions.
What kind of stuff does he say?
And you're really good at it.
He refers to his hands as his chocolate brownies, so he knocks people out with his chocolate brownies.
With a really high pitched voice?
Yeah.
Does he sound a bit like Philip Walton, except from Sheffield?
I'm trying to think who he does sound like.
Phil Power Taylor.
No,
Philip
he's
Power's not a high pitched voice.
Stoke.
Oh yeah, good point. Getting my Stokes and my Sheffields mixed up here this afternoon. Good start. As ever, the format of the classic crappy quiz is 4 questions each, and after 4 rounds, the trivia equivalent of taking every game as it comes is the rapid fire round. That's coming up. You can podcast the crappy quiz on iTunes, on Stitcher, on Podcast Addict, on Go Loud, on offtheball.com. Give us 5 out of 5, even if that doesn't represent your actual opinion. And please send any questions you have via postcard to Crappy Quiz Quizmaster, Off the Ball Towers, Marconi House, Diggs Lane, Dublin 2. No post this week.
You did? I saw stuff on your desk, but maybe I missed last week's. Was that?
Yeah, that was from last week from Madagascar.
All right, yeah.
No, sorry, from Tanzania.
Right.
Wow, I'm really getting my geography mixed up today. From Tanzania. There was beautiful questions on African sport. It was actually a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So that's the post. Unfortunately, none this week.
What do you think? What was the question? The really good one from the Tanzania one? Jerry wouldn't have heard it.
What's the Swahili for lion?
Simba.
No.
There you go.
What was? Yeah.
Boom! Without even multiple choice. That's you probably did watch that, and you just teed us up to make you look like a genius there.
Desk.
Round 1 is the boring questions round. Never multiple choice. Question 1 for you, Tommy. Name the reigning Wimbledon women's champion. Such a boring question.
Halep.
No. Anyone know?
It's Angelique Kerber, and do you know why I'm disappointed with Tommy? The quiz at the end of the year, I got this question right. I was on Tommy's team. You know, he was full of the high fives that day, but he obviously didn't remember.
Don't remember, pal.
Wow. I don't even remember the quiz at the end of the year, let alone who won
See,
Wimbledon.
if it goes in, lads, it says.
How can you
Wow,
forget
that's
it?
mad. Now, wait, this isn't fair. He's got a brain.
Yeah, but no, he's not used to the early mornings yet. That's the problem. You've only been doing it for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
You do.
Give yourself a month, pal.
You do suffer short-term memory loss with early mornings.
Oh, I've got no
This
excuse
is
for that
really
one.
boring.
Let's
This is
go.
really boring radio. Keep going.
I don't know what happened this
For the
morning.
boring question round, Owen's living up to its name.
It's not really as boring as this question, to be quite honest with you. Question 1 for Ger. It wasn't the best of years for your beloved Kildare, But can you name the last Lillywhite to win an All-Star?
Peter Kelly.
No.
Mick Foley.
Yeah. Shit! Mick Foley, 2011. Question 1 for you, Phil. Name the oldest in the Manchester United squad.
In the squad. Oh. Lee Grant?
Oh, correct. What an answer, Phil. Didn't think you'd get that.
The lads, I'm turning into a villain here.
Yeah, 1-0. Round two is the Mayo versus Kerry round, ahead of Mayo travelling to play in front of a load of dogs in Killarney this weekend. This round will test your knowledge of the relationship between these two football superpowers. Question 2 for you, Tommy. All these questions are multiple choice. In what year did Mayo last beat Kerry without needing a replay in the championship? Was it 1989, 1992 or 1996?
96.
Correct. Question 2 for you, Ger.
I'm second.
Which of the following Mayo managers never lost to Kerry in an All-Ireland final? Was it A. Mickey Moran, B. John Maughan or C. John O'Mahony?
John O'Mahony.
Correct. Maughan lost in 97 and 04. Moran was 06. Phil, Cillian O'Connor is about to pass Colm Cooper out as a top scorer in the history of championship football this weekend. But who has more championship goals? Cooper, O'Connor or it's a tie? Which of those 3 options is it?
I think Gooch is more.
No, it's a tie. They both have 23 goals, so it's 1-1 after round 2 in this week's Graphic Quiz.
He's not a robot.
He's just thrown us off the scent there, so we'll be shocked when he does the Cal Brook impression in the middle bit.
That's what all great dopers do, Phil. They just lose one here or there. Round 3 is the Super 8s round.
I'm being accused of doping now.
This round features questions on the best players to wear the number 8 jersey in football, or as GMAC might say, British soccer. JP wrote this round, so hence the added humour and good questions. Question 3 for you, Tommy. Which number 8 is the only player to have scored in the FA Cup final, League Cup final, Champions League final and UEFA Cup final?
Frank Lampard hardly wore 8, did he? Frank Lampard.
No, Stephen Gerrard. Question 3 for you, Ger. Frank Lampard is Chelsea's all-time leading leading goal scorer. But can you name any 3 other players that make the top 10 list of Chelsea goal scorers?
Top 10 list of Chelsea goal scorers ever. Did he have Drogba?
Correct.
Can you name 3 of these?
3 of these.
From all time?
All time.
Kerry Dixon.
Oh, 2.
And that old Irish guy, the guy living in Ireland who's who he went over to when he meet the record. What's his name? Okay, so it's not going to be him. The top 10 list of their goal scorers ever. Am I going to get it if I say Gianfranco Zola?
No, the full list. Bobby Tambling.
They named the stand after him.
Kerry Dixon. Ray Bentley. Didier Drogba, who you got.
Zola hardly scored that.
Peter Osgood. Jimmy Greaves. George Mills. Eden Hazard. And George Hillsden. Question 3 for you, Phil. We're still tied on 1 apiece to move 1 ahead of the pack. Put these players in order of the most goals scored per club. Gerrard at Liverpool, Iniesta at Barcelona, and Frank Lampard at Chelsea.
So Lampard has the most. Then Gerrard. Then Iniesta.
Correct. Phil moves on to 2 points. Good answer.
Phil's was easy.
JP wrote the questions. So
Phil's was easy.
I will admit that.
You're responsible.
I will admit that you did look out there, Phil. It's all going your way these days. Round 4 is the Fun Free Magic number round. Contestants get 3 points for getting the number exactly right in this round. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points. The second closest gets 1 point. I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of teams that played Division 1 football in 2019 that will appear in this year's Super 8s, plus the number of times Royal Portrush has previously hosted the Open, plus the number of All-Ireland Senior Football Championships won by Cork, plus the number of birthdays Bohemians Evan Ferguson has celebrated. Your 30 seconds expires when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads. So we've got the Division 1 teams appearing in this year's Super 8s. How many of them are there? And when I say Division 1 teams that play Division 1 this year.
Okay.
Plus the number of times Royal Portrush has previously hosted the Open. Of course, it's hosting it next weekend. That is not counted. The number of All-Ireland football championships won by Cork at senior level. And Evan Ferguson, how old is he, basically?
Bright, shiny.
Pens down. Ger, pen down. What do you got?
I've got. Can I tell you what I really want to say, or can I tell you what I haven't
That's
got?
your thing.
So I've got this. I've got 24,
No,
You're
what's actually written down on your sheet?
26.
26.
You're under that, no?
Tommy?
31.
31.
40.
Ger gets the point. It's 27.
What? Really?
Let's go through these. The number of teams that played Division 1 football in 2019, 5.
Ooh.
Dublin, Roscommon, Tyrone, Kerry, Mayo.
Oh, Donegal. Oh, my God.
They all played Division 2.
Silly.
Did they beat in the final, Tommy?
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Ballyfay on Sunday.
We will. Ah! Horror show.
The number of
Irish show.
Horror show.
the number of times Royal Portrush has previously hosted the Open.
I got one.
No idea, too.
One in 1951. Fun fact: every time Portrush has hosted the Open, Mayo have won the All Ireland.
Yay!
It's
That's
true.
like omen.
It's true. The number of All Ireland Senior Football Championships won by Cork.
3, 4.
7.
9.
All right, I had it. Okay, go on.
1890, 1911, 1945, 1973, 1989, 1990 and 2010. Plus the number of birthdays Bohemians Evan Ferguson has celebrated. 14. So that tots up to a grand total of 27. Ger, you get 2 points for getting the nearest. Phil and Tommy, you get 0 for that round. So Phil, you're on 2 points in total. Ger, you're in the lead on 3. And Tommy, you're lagging behind in third place on 1 point. Which brings us on to the final. Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men from the boys, the Jerry Springers from the Jerry Gilroys. It's a no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round will be added to your score in the previous round. There will be 40 seconds for everyone to answer from the same set of questions.
Who's going first?
We're going to start with the person with the highest number of points. That's you, Ger. Then on to the person in second. That's you, Phil. And then on to the person in last. That's you, Tommy. I think you're on a roll here going into the rapid fire round.
I think
in the
I
last
deserve
position.
relegation.
If you get a question, are you tanking?
Every week, yeah.
If you get a question correct, I will one of us is doping and one of us is match fixing. I will ask you another question and keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. Once you get a question wrong, I move on to the next person, and your incorrect answer also means the deduction of 1 point. Are you ready to go, Ger?
Yeah.
Your time starts with a Joe Badass Malloy. I don't give a SH1T.
I don't give an SH1T.
Kevin Durant is joining which NBA franchise?
Brooklyn Nets.
Correct. Who won the 2018 Irish Open?
John Ram.
No, Russell Knox. Who was the best of the Irish players at last week's Irish Open? Phil.
Cormac Sharpen.
Correct. How tall is Peter Crouch?
6'7".
Correct. Which 2 teams will play in the Cricket World Cup final?
New Zealand and England.
Correct. Which Arsenal player has refused to go on their pre-season tour?
Frank Shelney.
Correct. Accrington Stanley beat which French club recently? Correct. Who was the manager of the Laois footballers?
John Shugru. Is
Correct. Before today, in which year did Alan Federer last meet at Wimbledon?
2008.
Correct. Name the Scotland rugby coach.
Gregor Townsend.
Correct. Which side plays their home games at the San Mamés Stadium? Go on, rub it in.
San Mama.
Mamés.
Come on!
Roger Kelbrook.
It's Athletic Bilbao. That was incredible. That was climbing Alpe d'Huez on EPO. This guy is doping. This guy is a winner. It's incredible, though. It's brilliant. You can suspend belief and Phil Egan's power. Come on. Okay, so this is it. As winner of the crappy quiz, we agreed at the top of the quiz you would do your
I
Kelbrook
didn't sign
impression.
anything, lads.
No winner's music. You don't get your winner's
come on.
music.
Come on.
You don't get your applause.
I'll do it.
Come on.
It'd be an insult to Cal Brook.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
When you have to do it.
I don't have to do it, lads.
There'll be nothing nice to you after dinner unless you eat your veg.
I won't turn up next week. By the way, I remember when I was a kid, my mum said, "You're not leaving the kitchen till you finish those Brussels sprouts."
Oh, God, yes.
3 hours in the kitchen. And eventually she realised my kid doesn't like Brussels sprouts, and I've never eaten one since.
This YouTube stream is just getting started, folks.
I can play this game.
Come on, just give us a hello or a thank you, something small. Say his name in the Sheffield accent.
Cal Brook.
Yes, play the music. Congratulations, Phil Egan. He is the winner for 4 times in a row. You're just going to be lying on your armchair with your yellow jerseys for the crappy quiz lying on the wall. Congratulations, Phil Egan. Friday Night Racing is up next, and we're back here on the crappy quiz every Friday. You can watch it back on youtube.com/shoptheball.